My name's Jackson Mann, and I go to Papillion La Vista High School.
What sport do you play?
I play golf.
What influenced you to play this sport?
Uh, the biggest influence on my decision to play golf is pretty much my dad. He played college golf and a little bit of semi-pro, so he kind of led the charge and showed me how to play.
Do you play golf for the school?
Yeah, I do play golf for the school, but I also play individually throughout the summer and fall.
What are some of your goals for this high school season?
During the high school season, I think that one of my goals is to get top 10 at least in state, maybe top 5. And overall just be top 10 in average strokes, which is your average score. And other than that, I'd say maybe we play about 12 tournaments a year, so I'd say I want to get top 15 in all those and win at least one.
You think you do better individually or as a team?
For our team, I do better individually because as a team we're just okay, and there's a lot of guys who are just out there to have fun and they don't want to take it as seriously, which is totally fine. But that's just our team dynamic.
What are some of your goals for this summer season?
I'm not quite sure which tournaments I'm playing in yet since it's pretty far away, but usually I'll play, or at least I'll try to play in maybe close to 12 tournaments as well, maybe a little less because they're longer tournaments, they're more than one day. So I'd say in those 8 to 12 tournament range, I want to get top 5 in 4 or 5 of them, and maybe win one.
What do you like about golf?
Yeah, so golf is kind of a weird sport because it's all you. There's no one there to help you rebound if you do something bad. If you do something that is going to negatively impact your performance, it's going to. In a team sport, you might be able to do something bad, but somebody else can pick up the slack for that. But in golf, it's all going to be on you. So at the end of the day, you don't have anybody to blame. It's going to be all you, and you're going to have to deal with the consequences, or you're going to be able to reward yourself. So that's kind of a cool aspect about golf. And then something else I like about golf is that it's really a mental challenge and a technical challenge. Some people might say it's easy because it's not super physically taxing, but if you want to be good at golf, you're going to have to spend a lot of hours practicing your putting stroke, practicing your chipping, and practicing your full swing. And other than that, you have to know how to actually play golf and shoot good scores. So you got to know how to get the ball from the tee to the hole and be smart about it.
What is your greatest attribute in golf?
I think, well, golf is weird. Your attributes kind of change because something could feel good on one day and then it's bad on the next day. And so usually after a round you're like, well, my putting was bad today, but my driving was good. And then another round you're like, my driving was good today, my putting was bad. So I'd say my greatest attribute and my greatest weakness is everything because it changes every single day. It's a weird sport.
What's your favorite course in Nebraska?
So the best golf course that's publicly accessible in Nebraska that I've played, I'd say is Corey Oaks, but there's also a really good one called Landman. It's kind of in the middle of nowhere, Nebraska, though, so it's harder to get to. But Corey Oaks is really good.
Where do you go to compete in these high school golf tournaments?
Yeah, so for high school golf, we kind of travel mostly from Lincoln to, I'd say 2.5 hours away is the max. So Norfolk, Grand Island, those type of places. We never really go out towards super far west Nebraska, mostly because most of the Class A schools are located from Norfolk and Grand Island in. So we stay around Omaha, Lincoln, Grand Island, Norfolk, Fremont, Beatrice. Beatrice has a nice course. And then sometimes we'll go to Kearney, stuff like that.
What are some of the best Class A teams in high school?
For team wise, I'd say Creighton Prep and Westside are the best team schools. Lincoln East won state last year, but I'd still say Prep and Westside are the best teams. Individually, there's good players all around. There's usually one or two good players from every one or two schools, so that always makes it more fun when you're playing with those type of teams. But at Creighton Prep and Westside, they have a roster full of good players.
What would you say was your favorite tournament to compete in?
Last year, I think my favorite high school tournament to compete in was state, even though I didn't do as well as I was hoping to. It was a really fun experience being able to go down there with the coach and a few players and stay the night at a hotel with them and just have that cool experience in Norfolk. For the summer and fall, I think my favorite tournament was the Nebraska Junior Amateur. It was a great venue at Beatrice Country Club, and after the first round, during the first round, I was leading the tournament, which is cool, and then after the first round, I'd say top 10, and I ended up being top 20 after the 3 days, but it was just a fun experience with my friend being my caddy.
Are there any colleges you're looking at for golf?
Yeah, I'm looking at a few different colleges around the area, and then a few different colleges around the country as well. I couldn't tell you which one I'm going to decide to go to right now, and I might pursue a different college as well, but there's some options.
Am I going to expect great things this high school season?
Yeah, great things are coming this high school season, and can't wait.
Oh.